The Bible talks about investing, and investing helped me scale my investment account to $20,000 in my Fidelity account. And the Bible also talks about what happened to the people that don't invest. So I'm gonna tell you in the Bible how God calls us to invest our money into the right things. I'm gonna be talking about how to invest in a biblical way. In Matthew, God used 3 men to talk about investing, and God used through his son Jesus Christ, who spoke in parables, explain investing in a very specific way. Jesus used this parable. He talked about gold. The currency of gold they were using were called talents. 1 talent is equivalent to almost $5 million in today's time, US currency. So imagine, they wasn't just dealing with a little bit of money back then. They were dealing with millions of dollars, stewarding a lot of money, and with this money they were called to do these things. When Jesus gave this example, these 3 men were given different amounts of talents, and each talent is worth almost $5 million US currency. This parable is called the parable of the bags of gold. The first servant, he gave 5 bags of gold. He put his money to work and got 5 more bags of gold. So the second man with 2 bags of gold put his money to work and received 1 talent. And the third man received 1 talent and came back with 0 bags of gold because he did not put his money to work. So the man with 1 bag of gold, he did not put his money to work. He did not sow his seed. What he did with his bag of gold, he literally digged a ditch, put his money, because he was playing it safe. In the faith, we cannot play it safe. If God calls you to do something, you can't play it safe. You have to go get it, grind. This servant was playing it safe and he got no investment on his return. God calls us to put our money to work. And what happened to the servant? So the master to the servant said this: "You wicked, lazy servant, so you knew that I harvest where I have not been sown, gather where I have not seed. So take the bag of gold from him and give it to the servant with 10 bags. You should have put my money on deposit with bankers, so that when I have returned, I would have received it back with interest." So a lot of the times we're taught by our parents is go get that good job, go to college, save money, put it in a bank account, wake up, repeat, repeat, repeat. But God calls us to put our money to work, and our money is not working in our bank account. Our money will be working if we put it in an investment account like VU, if we have a Roth IRA, or even a 401, a 401k, or even if we put our money in some type of business. If we're being conservative, if we just saving our money, how is our money going to work? And we can apply this to our talents. If God gave you a gift, if God gave you a skill, and if you're not putting in work, he's going to say, "You wicked, lazy servant." With all the other servants came back with interest on the money he lended them, on the money he gave them. It did not matter that the second servant only got 1 bag of gold back from the other servant who gained multiple bags of gold. The master just wanted to see what the servants will do with his money. The master just wanted to see if the servants will get a return on the investment he put. Money isn't the only thing we should be investing in. We should be acting in knowledge and wisdom and faith and perseverance in the good news. Because if you're just only investing in money, you're going to be broke spiritually. We have to be chasing that daily bread. If we're not investing in our daily bread, we're going to be hunger. We're going to be in hunger spiritually. The word says, "Bless who hunger and thirst for righteousness." So we should be also investing in righteousness, not only our money. And the money will flow out from our faith. The money will flow out from investing in that heavenly knowledge. Because the treasures we get here is not going to be able to take in heaven. The treasure we get here will rust, and moths and vermins will be all over it in the grave. You can't put money in your grave. Thieves are literally going to come and dig in your grave and get that money. You have to ask yourself, which one of the three men are you going to be? Are you going to be able to put your money to work? Are you going to do your research and see how can you invest and get an interest on your return, whether it's putting your money in a different type of savings account, or is you going to invest in that business? Your money is not going to grow if you leave it and dig it in a hole. Your talent is not going to grow if you leave it and dig it in that hole thinking you're playing it safe. Playing it safe and not taking that risk and not getting that money back on your investment, you will be a lazy servant. Also, what's happening to that money is inflation. Each year, the value of things go up. Cost of goods go up. You leaving your money in the ditch is not helping you, it's only hurting you. Money in an investment, you're getting it back with interest. You're getting a return, so that return will help you fight inflation. Invest in things like Vogue that will put a 7 to 10% return on your money every year. Once you consistently put in money every week, every 2 weeks out of your paycheck, your money will grow with interest. Your money will get a return. Compound interest will work in your favor. I'm definitely going to do a video on stocks one day, and like, comment, and subscribe if you want one of those videos. But you have to be like the wise servants that put their money to work. God says put our money to work. It literally says it in the word in Matthew. Put your money to work. You do not want to be that lazy, wicked servant that, look, the Bible said they were thrown into the gnashings of teeth. They were thrown, like they're so worthless, they were thrown in a gnashing of teeth. That's what the Bible literally said. Do you want to be thrown where it's gnashing of teeth? That cannot be a good place, biblically speaking. That means you're worthless. You mean nothing. You did nothing to come back with a return or an interest on your return. So if you're doing is 3 ways to invest. You can invest educationally. You can invest with stocks. Invest spiritually. This is actually the first way that you should be doing. But like, comment, subscribe. If you want more videos, let me know. But yeah.